Have you ever wondered why some people suddenly cut everyone off, seemingly without warning? This behavior, often misunderstood, can be rooted in deep psychological patterns. Today we'll explore the minds of those who choose isolation over connection, uncovering the reasons behind their actions. From emotional self-protection to past traumas, the motivations are complex and varied. As we journey through this topic, we'll look at the signs, the triggers, and the long-term effects of cutting ties with everyone. Let's begin by understanding what this behavior really means and why it's more common than you might think. Social cutoff refers to the act of intentionally distancing oneself from friends, family, or even entire social circles. This isn't just about needing some alone time. It's a deliberate choice to sever connections. People who do this often feel overwhelmed by their relationships or believe that isolation is the only way to regain control over their lives. Understanding this definition helps us recognize the difference between healthy boundaries and extreme withdrawal. Next, we'll look at the psychological roots that drive someone to make such a drastic decision. For many, cutting everyone off is a form of emotional self-protection. When relationships become sources of pain, disappointment, or betrayal, some individuals feel the need to shield themselves from further harm. By withdrawing, they create a safe space where they can process emotions without external interference. This coping mechanism, while protective in the short term, can lead to loneliness and missed opportunities for healing. Let's explore how past experiences can shape this instinct to protect oneself through isolation. Past trauma plays a significant role in why some people cut everyone off. Experiences such as betrayal, abuse, or neglect can leave deep scars, making it difficult to trust others. When faced with reminders of past pain, individuals may choose to withdraw completely as a way to avoid being hurt again. This reaction is often subconscious, rooted in a desire to regain control and prevent further emotional damage. Understanding the link between trauma and isolation is key to empathizing with those who choose this path. Vulnerability can be terrifying, especially for those who have been hurt before. Some people cut everyone off because they fear exposing their true selves and risking rejection or judgment. By isolating themselves, they avoid situations where they might feel weak or unprotected. This fear of vulnerability can become a barrier to forming meaningful relationships, trapping individuals in a cycle of loneliness and self-doubt. Next, we'll look at how perfectionism and high expectations can also contribute to this behavior. Some individuals hold themselves and others to extremely high standards. When friends or family fail to meet these expectations, disappointment can lead to frustration and eventually withdrawal. Perfectionism can make it difficult to accept flaws in relationships, prompting some to cut ties rather than compromise. This mindset often stems from a desire for control and fear of chaos. Understanding the role of perfectionism helps us see why some people find it easier to be alone than to navigate imperfect connections. Modern life can be overwhelming, and social burnout is a real phenomenon. When responsibilities pile up and social demands become too much, some people feel the only escape is to cut everyone off. This is especially true for introverts or those with limited emotional energy. By withdrawing, they hope to recharge and regain a sense of balance. However, prolonged isolation can make it harder to reconnect later on. Let's examine how social anxiety can further complicate this situation. Social anxiety can make even simple interactions feel daunting. For those who struggle with this condition, cutting everyone off may seem like the only way to avoid stress and embarrassment. The fear of being judged or making mistakes in social settings can be paralyzing. Over time, this avoidance can reinforce feelings of inadequacy and isolation. Recognizing the impact of social anxiety is crucial to understanding why some people retreat from all relationships. Some, cutting everyone off is about reclaiming independence. They may feel stifled by the expectations and obligations that come with relationships. By stepping away, they hope to rediscover their own identity and make choices free from outside influence. While independence is healthy, extreme isolation can lead to a lack of support and companionship. Next, we'll explore how misunderstandings and miscommunications can also push people toward isolation. Misunderstandings and unresolved conflicts can drive a wedge between people. When communication breaks down, it's easy to feel disconnected and unappreciated. Some individuals, rather than confront these issues, choose to cut everyone off to avoid further conflict. This approach may provide temporary relief but often leaves deeper issues unresolved. Let's consider how technology and social media can amplify these feelings of disconnection. Ironically, technology designed to connect us can sometimes make us feel more isolated. Social media, texting, and online interactions lack the depth of face-to-face communication. Misunderstandings can escalate quickly, and the pressure to present a perfect image can be exhausting. For some, the easiest solution is to disconnect entirely, cutting off digital and real-life relationships alike. This digital withdrawal can deepen feelings of loneliness and make it harder to rebuild connections later. Cutting everyone off can bring immediate relief from stress and emotional pain. However, this short-term solution often comes with long-term consequences. Prolonged isolation can lead to depression, anxiety, and a diminished sense of belonging. Over time, the lack of social support can make it harder to cope with life's challenges. Understanding these risks is important for anyone considering this path or supporting someone who has chosen it. Connecting after cutting everyone off can be daunting, but it's possible. The first step is recognizing the underlying reasons for withdrawal and seeking support, whether through therapy, trusted friends, or self-reflection. Small steps like reaching out to one person or joining a supportive community can make a big difference. Healing takes time, but rebuilding connections is essential for long-term well-being. Let's look at how empathy and understanding from others can help break this cycle. Empathy from friends and family can make a world of difference for those who have cut everyone off. Instead of judgment, offering patience and understanding can encourage individuals to open up again. Listening without pressure and respecting boundaries helps rebuild trust. Remember, everyone's journey is unique and healing happens at its own pace. By fostering a supportive environment, we can help loved ones feel safe enough to reconnect. Cutting everyone off is a complex behavior rooted in a variety of psychological factors. Whether it's self-protection, trauma, or a desire for independence, understanding the reasons behind this choice is the first step toward healing. By recognizing the signs and offering empathy, we can support those who struggle with isolation. Remember, reconnection is possible, and everyone deserves a sense of belonging. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the psychology of people who cut everyone off.